Karen. The term has been called sexist and anti-woman. One magazine said that the word Karen conjures up the image of a white woman calling police on black people and puts the lie to the myth of racial innocence. Karen, historically, refers to racism. University of Virginia media researcher Meredith Clark has said that the idea of a white woman in the area of whom black people feel a need to be careful because she won't hesitate to use her privilege at the expense of others. That's always been there. The thing about it, nobody ever attached a specific name to the person committing the behavior. Kansas State University professor Heather Woods said that a Karen's defining characteristics are a sense of entitlement, a willingness and desire to complain, and a self-centered approach to interacting with others. In African American culture, there's been a long history of calling a meddlesome white woman by a certain name. Specifically in the mid-1800s, she was referred to as Miss Ann. In the 1990s, the term Becky was used. As of late 2018, before the use of Karen caught on, names matching particularly certain incidents were used, such as Permit Patty, Barbecue Becky, and Cornerstone Caroline. Everything from unjustly calling the police on black men, harassing non-Karens who try to shop for food, or tantrum throwing when the store she's shopping at tells her that she needs to wear a mask. Now, certain traits or stereotypes are attached to the Karen image that stand out. Karens come in a variety of shapes and sizes, so whether she was a pretty girl in high school or looks like a linebacker for Alabama, both of them are insecure with themselves physically. And when it comes out, there's anger in how they treat others. Now, Karen's main move is to call the police and to make up a story to get their knight in shining armor to the scene. And they love to be the aggressor, then claim some damn black man is threatening them and putting their life at risk. Another trait. Karens are 99.9% white. They claim to have a black friend most of the time. Usually that person either works for them or they just meet them in passing at work. Karens are usually middle-aged, not considered attractive, which is part of their mental makeup why they act the way they do, and usually between the age of 35 and 55. Karen's always got a habit of wanting to speak to a manager only. Why? This comes from a mindset that, since they often come from middle to upper class white families, they're raised to believe that they're better than everyone else simply because they are white and have money. Yes, there are poor Karens out there, but because they're white, they still think they're better than everybody else. And of course, the outdated hairstyle. You can usually see a Karen from a mile away because you know the look. Someone who's had their hair colored blonde way too many times, usually in the form of an outdated bob haircut. Look, man, I got a sense of humor. But these women, who've always existed, they become part of the American fabric, even more so today in terms of danger and disruption. These women are a visual example of white privilege. Disagree? The fact that they can pick up and pick a fight with a black person, call the police, and expect that police officer to take their side and possibly harm that man has been played out in dozens of video clips just in the past few years alone. Recently, there have been laws and penalties in place to prevent false calls to the police and accusations by women like this. This is a sign of desperation for some white people that a change in the power structure in which these actions are no longer going unchecked is happening, and it's causing widespread panic. Like I said before, I got a sense of humor. But seeing these women affect in the system of white supremacy, to me, makes it no longer a laughing matter. So even though I may laugh, and we may laugh at them, the 400 plus years of a system that has allowed this behavior, it ain't funny. Don't believe me? Ask Emmett Till.